Well, Venkatesh, thank you for your time,
Yeah.
as always. I suppose the burning question at the moment that the Blackburn fans want to know is what is the situation with Steve Keane, the manager?
Well, first of all, thank you to interview me, and I would say that we are still thinking on those lines. Exactly, there is no decision taken because we are totally in a shock, and myself, my sister, my brother, every one of us is still we are in the thought process of the entire team, not only the manager, but nothing has been taken care, at present. But the players, we are very much thinking to hold them back and things like that. Whoever wants to, be there in the team is welcomed. Plus, we are thinking from some other teams also.
Do you expect to make a decision on the manager soon? How long will you take before you make a decision?
Well, right now we are in totally a shock, and I think totally let us take it step by step. And I think in next there's nothing decided still because it's totally in a confusion the state, and we are still rectifying the whole thing as a club. So it is very difficult to tell right now, but we are in the process of we are just thinking. We are in the middle of the process, I think.
You've had discussions with Steve. I know he's been over to India. Were those discussions frank and were they honest?
Yeah, they were very much honest, and basically getting relegated is no good news for anybody. And the saddest thing is that we got it, and so we have to come back very strongly, and I hope that by taking the right decisions, and we have to come back at any cost because fans are ultimate for us.
Is everything on the table? Is everything possible? Can anything happen?
Regarding
the manager, are you looking at the whole thing?
I don't know exactly. Still everything is in confusion. So I would say that next month, when we are in a proper, I think it will be a proper situation to talk about.
You make a decision then.
Next month I think let us see what happens, how we are going to move and things like that. It's still totally a confusion totally.
As far as the relegation against Wigan that night, I mean, you were watching the game, I know, back in India. What were the feelings of you, of Madam Desai, of Balaji Rao?
I think basically we are used to whatever business right from our grandfather's time to my father's time, and this generation we are used to success in a hard way. And whatever companies we have been working in and wherever we are going, we always succeeded. And it was one of the saddest days of our lives. And seeing the fans cry, the football entire team was in total depression. And you could see how the field was. It felt like somebody died that day. And the saddest, it was very, very sad. And actually, and seeing the small children cry and fans cry, and I think the situation was same over in our house also. So there's nothing better that side, and we are feeling very, very bad of the whole thing, and it's totally so sad.
What were your feelings at the time? What was the immediate thought going through the family's heads?
I think it's like sorry, excuse me. It's totally like the fans are like a family, and it's like your family crying, your brothers and sisters crying, and whether you believe it or not, I'm not telling you to impress you on this interview, but it's like our brothers and sisters and my family members crying. And if your family members are crying, then you're crying, and if you have to rectify the whole thing very, very fast. And we have to, in football, we have to give decisions and positive decisions.
The fans protest, we've seen the fans protests. What do you say to those fans?
I think they have all the rights, because ultimately they are the people who are, and the fans are supposed to be everything in football, and we also believe, as I said, it's like a family. And I wanted to always give this example that sometimes you go wrong, though sometimes your parents get angry and they get wild at you, and they say so many things, good, bad, ugly. Same with the fans. So they are our parents, and I'm sure we'll rectify ourselves, and whatever our parents tell, we'll listen.
Do you think you can get the fans back on your side? Do you think you can win their trust again?
See, I've always been thought that we are very positive. We did nothing wrong in the world, and we'll go with the correct decisions. And God bless us, and fans bless us when the positive things will start happening. And we are very positive. I'm not saying just bless us, but we are trying to do all the right moves and do the best of best whatever we can. And I'm sure it will turn around because we have done nothing wrong in our lives.
We've looked at the financial situation. People have said the club owed money, it was going to be in financial problems. Can you just clear that up for us? What is the debt on the club, and what is the situation?
I guess it's all clear. There's no debt in the club at all, and everything is clean. Yeah.
So there's no debt at the club.
No.
And financially, you're in a strong position.
Yeah, financially, touch wood, we are in a strong position, and we are here, as I've been telling you from the right one day, that we'll be compromising on no quality of the players, and we'll be buying best of best players, and we'll see that our team comes back, and we win the hearts of our fans, which is the most wanted thing right now. The most wanted thing is that we want to see the smiles on our lips of the fans.
Well, what is your next move? What do you do? I know you said that you're having a review of the whole club at the moment, but what is your next move?
I think first of all we are trying to retain the players. Whoever want to stay back, we are going to keep them, and we are also looking at other teams also to buy some big players, big in the sense who are good in their own fields, and plus we are not compromising on anything at all. Like though we lost a lot of money, honestly.
Whoever the manager is, whether it's Steve Keane or anybody else, will they have funds to get you back straight into the Premier League?
200%, no compromise on funds. There's only that I'm still feeling sad about the whole thing. I'm not trying to make up front of the camera the story, but honestly I feel very bad for the fans. And that day, you don't believe that I have not eaten my dinner for a couple of nights. It is honest. Maybe I'm a little emotional today, but the only thing I can put forward to my fans by saying that you are part of the family, whether they take it or not. So it's like that.
The fans say you've made mistakes, the family has made mistakes. Do you feel you have, and what can you do to put them right if so?
See, there are always buts and bits, and whatever mistakes, of course, we have done. So we're trying to rectify the whole, whenever we are doing some mistakes, we are trying to rectify things, and I'm sure we will take every point into consideration and do the best of best.
Are you still learning, you think, about football?
I'm learning every day in life, whether it's business, football, anything, still learning.
And let's talk about the club's ownership, because there's an awful lot of people saying that you're about to sell the club. There's a lot of other people saying that there are people who want to buy the club. What are your thoughts? Are you keeping hold of this club?
I think whoever says whatever they want to say, that is up to them to say and talk and do everything, because everybody has got the right to talk. As far as the family is concerned, I think there's no way that this is like of our own company and own club, and is the prestige and everything in it, and plus ultimately we have to see our fans happy. It's not the question of anything else for us right now, and as long as we don't see our fans happy, I don't think we can't rest in peace. So selling and buying is a different question totally.
So you're not selling the club?
Absolutely no. We want to see the fans happy.
If somebody came along tomorrow and said we'll buy that club off you, you wouldn't listen?
I think the same answer I'll give you. I have to see the fans happy. So whether they give me 100 million, 200 million, 300 billion, that doesn't matter. That only matters the fans should be happy.
You said all along you were in it for the long term. Do you still feel the same?
Yeah, very much. Now I feel more. We have to prove ourselves. So we have to be here. So we have to be. We're going to stay here for a long time. That's what.
We saw recently Paul Hunt, the deputy chief executive, sacked. What was that about?
No, there's nothing. I don't know what came out, but it's just a small changes, and I think managemental changes are coming up. And I think if you own a company, also I believe you have to change few executives. It's something like that. It's nothing to do with anything, but minor changes in the club. and trying to improve and bring the cost low, little bit down and things like that.
People obviously said it was about this particular letter. It was.
No, it's nothing like that. We want to bring the cost down and want to make it a little bit, because we are out now, and so we want to make the cost down. Basically, we have to control the costs also. Though the financials are always available, it's not only for the finance that we are doing it, but also making minor changes in the club. So that.
What is your next move? What you spoke before about looking at players. Have you already started looking for players, because you will need players?
Yeah, we already started hunting for the players, and we are already talking to a few of the strikers and things like that, and maybe soon the names you'll hear in next 1 month or whatever, when the window is open.
Do you think you will keep hold of your star names, Hoylett, Yakubu, these people?
Well, we like to keep them as long as they are with us. There's no problem, and if only they want to leave us, that's a different issue. But we like to hold on. There's no problem with the finance.
So you're going to keep Hoylett and people if you can?
If they want to, and we want to.
How crucial is that for you, do you think? It's crucial to have those players?
I think it's very much because they're the star players, and we like to keep our star players. Not only it's a bonding from the owners to the players, and it's like a family. Again, I said the players are family, fans are our family. The entire club is our family, so we like to stick on to the whole thing.
What is the family commitment to this club, do you think? How fully committed are you?
Well, you can see the passion right now, after happening so much, and we're still here, and we're talking the whole thing positive, because we want to do it positive. And as I told you, that was the saddest day in our lives, when the fans were crying, and we felt like somebody from the family died. It's like that. So I think I'm not getting emotional, but see, it's after all our fans who are crying, and every bit hurts, because I saw a 4-year-old kid also crying, and it was so emotional, and I understand every bit of it, but the only thing is that we can't show it openly, because we are in India and you guys in England, and it's far away. But every day, every minute is discussed in our house. Every minute is football in our house.
So just to end the interview then, as far as the manager is concerned, there will be some sort of decision taken in the next month or so, do you feel?
Well, I really don't know on that issue, because we are, I think, talking about various things, so many, about the manager, about the players, about the staff, about the club, but nothing can be said right away today. So I would say that kindly bear with us for some time, and then the whole picture will be cleared. Yeah.
Thank you, Venky.
Thank you.
Thank you.